Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now December 30th of 2020, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans have been very much invested with the future of the Star Wars franchise by Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and others out there that are really doing everything in their power to bring Star Wars right back on track. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one major mystery about the Mandalorian series is, of course, the character of Grogu, alright? Initially known as Baby Yoda. This character has a lot of mystery behind him, and we're learning more and more about this character as we go throughout season per season of The Mandalorian by Jon Favreau. Now, as Favreau unveiled in Season 2, we got to learn more about Grogu and his past, especially how he was associated with the Coruscant Temple, associated with the Jedi Order, and how he actually did indeed have some training. Now, the thing that is so surprising to me is that Jon Favreau, what he is doing is that he is creating a lot of connections to the prequel trilogy era, and exactly what he is doing with Season 3 and Season 4 of The Mandalorian is that he is actually setting up some big surprises for those two seasons that all have to do with the character of Grogu. Now, on top of this, what's really intriguing all has to do with actress Rosario Dawson, the actress who portrayed Ahsoka Tano in Chapter 13 of The Mandalorian, which, by the way, was a fantastic episode. Dave Filoni did an excellent job, but I digress. With that being said, of course, given that The Mandalorian Season 2 is now finished, Disney and Lucasfilm have been focused on their new Star Wars projects for their universe and more. It's described that recently actress Rosario Dawson took part in an interview where she was able to reveal some exciting details of Grogu and more. When questioned about how Grogu was saved from the Jedi Temple, Rosario Dawson went on to say that this is going to be unveiled in Mandalorian Season 3, and that Jon Favreau is working on and will be a character that fans already are familiar with and invested with, and will have major implications on the prequel trilogy movies. When further questioned on if the character that saved Grogu was associated with the overall prequel trilogy and overall the Jedi Masters, Rosario Dawson would only say that this character is associated with the Jedi Council and the world of Coruscant per se, that fans are really going to be blown away by, and that she is very excited to see how the fans will react to this actual big reveal in 2022 when Mandalorian Season 3 arrives. Rosario continues to state that Grogu's savior is going to change how fans view a specific character in the prequel trilogy, and even from the Clone Wars TV series and more. So let's just stop right here for a second. Let's pause before we move on. The biggest deal about the character of Grogu is that what Jon Favreau is trying to establish that he is trying to make this character pretty much the center of the franchise now. Basically, what he's trying to do is that he is trying to make Grogu just as relevant as the SKYWALKERs, the Palpatines, and yes, even, the bounty hunter characters. He's really trying to make him up there as one of the main important characters within the franchise, a very crucial character to the overall story of the franchise as a whole. And that really does speak volumes as to how ambitious Favreau really is by setting up this massive universe that's all going to revolve around Grogu. We're talking about the Ahsoka Tano show, we're talking about the Kenobi series, and we're also diving into, of course, the Mandalorian show as a whole. All of which is going to dive and be connected into the character of Grogu. Now, with that being said, of course, alright, the character of Ahsoka Tano, very well done. She is the key to getting more answers about Grogu as a character. Now, we do know that Rosario, alright, is going to be getting her own show, the Ahsoka Tano series. She was also going to have quite a number of scenes in Mandalorian Season 3 and 4 combined. So she's not done with The Mandalorian just yet, because the Mandalorian series, believe it or not, is going to lead up to the Ahsoka Tano show. So there's a lot in the works right now between Filoni and Favreau and what they're really trying to do with these massive characters. Now, as far as how this character is associated with the Jedi Council, we've gone over of how Lucasfilm was already planning on bringing back Mace Windu. In fact, you guys may very well have seen that little birthday message on StarWars.com of how it stated in that little post, "The party isn't over just yet," which could have very well been a hint and connected to what we have been talking about for a couple of months now. So Mace Windu's return, like I say, that is in the cards. It is being worked on. Samuel L. Jackson has been in the talks with Jon Favreau for Mandalorian Season 4 to portray an elderly version of Mace before he moves on to the actual Mace Windu TV series that they are currently planning. That's going to have two different eras, two different timelines, if you will. One featuring a post-Order 66 Mace, as well as a pre-Phantom Menace Mace Windu portrayed by somebody else, featuring Mace Windu's Jedi Master and all. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I'm not the one from night to moon.